So I see a question that I'd really like to address because it's a very important concept, and I want Brian Feroldi especially to weigh in on this, just because I know specifically with some of the stocks you own, you deal with this. Oki says, "How do you guys go to sleep knowing that $10,000 of your invested worth has disappeared in 3 days?" I know Brian's more of a tech investor than I am, which is why I kind of called him out on that. But I would say that corrections like we're seeing right now are, we're it's not even really a correction, but where you see a few days of declines, it's really a natural part of investing. I don't know, Brian, how do you go to sleep knowing like on when one of your big stocks is a really bad day?
This.
That's awesome.
He had it ready.
The business is the yellow line. The stock is the dashed line. I look at the business. I ignore the stock. It's really hard to do because the media and every bit of information that's coming to you related to the stock is about one thing: the price. That's it. The price. Right? You don't get to see the day-to-day operations of the business. You don't get to see the day-to-day revenue, but you see the second-by-second changes in the stock price. You have to train yourself as an investor to ignore that. Really hard to do. Ignore the stock price. Focus on the business. So Shockwave, I don't even know what it's doing right now. It might be down, might be up. I don't know. But I just saw a new FDA approval. That sounds good. And 59% growth in a pandemic. That sounds good. Now that you have to really pay up, super pay up to own Shockwave. But I am focused on the revenue growth, the margins, and the shrinking net loss. That's where I'm focused on. And as an investor, you have to do that. You have to be willing to say, oh, the quoted value of my stocks went down today, but I still am holding these things for years.
Like, I don't want to necessarily go down this rabbit hole, but I know you own a fair amount of Tesla, which is a volatile stock. So I can imagine that's caused some portfolio swings for you.
Yeah.
Both positive and negative.
Mostly positive, but yeah, it was a couple.
There are some days when you say, "Wow, I wish I had that last $100 of gains back," like today.
Is it down $100 today?
From its peak.
Oh, okay.
But no, and that's a big swing.
It is a big swing. But to me, it's every stock I own I'm focused on where is this company going to be 5 years from now? If I'm confident that the company is going to be bigger 5 years from now than it is today, I'm going to own it. If I'm not confident, I'm going to sell it and buy something that I'm confident is going to be. Brian just did a great write-up on Twilio. Twilio 10x'd its revenue in 5 years.
Yeah.
It's visited a whole lot of places in between there, but the long-term path has been up. So it's super hard, but you have to train yourself to ignore day-to-day gyrations.
One of these days we'll have a debate where you explain the bull case on Tesla to me, because I'm lost.
Sure. It's just to the left of the bull case on Bitcoin.
There you go. I wanted to touch, make a comment on this, and I love that Oki shared his or her fears and concerns with us. First of all, congratulations that your portfolio is big enough that you've lost 10,000 in the last couple of days. So that's an odd way to think about it, but the other thing I would think is I saw something else that you posted, that you've been investing since March of last year. So you've seen, I imagine, an incredible run. And if you look over that longer period of time, I think you've done very well. And the last few days are only just a little bit. The dollar amounts are kind of scary if you look at it. And, I will echo Brian's comments about stay focused on the business. Continue to watch Fool Live, continue to ask questions, and really understand, we get geeked out on companies and what they're doing and how they're serving customers. And in the end, that's going to help them grow over the long term.